Welcome back to the Igniting Curiosity in Life Science. So this is Savita. Today we will explore one of the very important and most fascinating topic in the biology, that is the functional organization of the nervous system, right? So our brain and the nerves together control everything. Okay, what we do, the different types of work, like the thinking, it may be, okay, or breathing, okay, then walking and even dreaming, right? Let's understand how this complex system is beautifully organized to work in perfect coordination, right? So the nervous system it is the body's control and communication network, right? So what it will do, it will receive the information, it will process it, and it responds through the appropriate actions. Okay, usually what happens in the nervous system, it is mainly consists of what the two main divisions: central nervous system, simply we can call it as what the CNS, and peripheral nervous system, that is what the PNS. Okay, in the central nervous system, it mainly includes what the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, what it will do, it will send the command, okay, to the entire body, right? So brain acts as a so what happened, the brain, it will do what a command to the entire body. Okay, it is command center of the body, we can call it as what. The brain, it interprets incoming signals and it will make what the decision, the final decision, right? The spinal cord, it will transmit signals between the brain and the body, and also it controls what the reflexes. Okay, for example, when we touch a hot object, okay, what we will do, we will withdraw immediately our hand, right? So why it is happened, the spinal cord instantly it triggers our hand to withdraw from that dangerous thing, like that, right? A reflex action. So it is called as what the reflex action. Okay, even before the brain fully in process it. So whenever it is not reaching, what the signals not reaching our brain, okay, immediately we withdraw our hand. Because of what? Because of the spinal cord. Okay, it will instantly triggers our hand to withdraw from that the hot thing. Okay, it will suggest us to withdraw our hand from the hot the object, like that. Okay, that is what the reflex action. And in the peripheral nervous system, what happened, the peripheral nervous system, mainly it connects the central nervous system to the rest of the body, right? It consists of so many nerves, okay, that what they will do, they will carry messages to and from the central nervous system, right? So mainly it consists of nerves that carry messages to and from the main the central nervous system. Okay, it is also having two parts, that is somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So somatic nervous system, what it will do, it will controls voluntary actions, okay, like writing or walking, okay, reading, like that. Okay, these are all what, why it is voluntary actions means these are all in our control, right? Whenever we want, we can write, okay, whenever we want to walk or run, we can do it. Okay, it is what in the somatic nervous system. Okay, almost all these controls the voluntary, the muscles. Okay, and coming to the autonomic nervous system, these controls involuntary actions, like what are all the activities. Okay, what are all the activities? It mainly occurs in our system, body system. Okay, like a heartbeat or digestion. Okay, what are all the activities are there? Okay, the metabolic activities. These mainly under the control of involuntary actions. These are not in our control, right? These are all what we can call it as what the autonomic nervous system. So these two parts are mainly comes under the peripheral nervous system, right? So autonomic nervous system, it is having two main divisions. Okay, sympathetic system, it prepares the body for fight or flight actions. How? For example, okay, when we are scared about anything, okay, when we see any object, okay, like a scary one, our heartbeat will increase, right? Why it is happen? Because of the sympathetic system. So what it will do, it will prepares our body for fight or flight situation. Okay, that's why when we observe any type of the dangerous or the scary objects, okay, our heartbeat suddenly increases, right? That is what under the control of a sympathetic system, right? And next one is a parasympathetic system. So it mainly helps in the rest and digest actions, like after eating, what it shows, it slows our heartbeat, okay, and it mainly aids what the digestion. Okay, after eating our heartbeat will not increase, okay, it will lowers our heartbeat, okay, and it mainly aids or it will promote what the digestion. Okay, after eating automatically the food has to be digested, right? So this is what a simple example for the parasympathetic system, right? It is what mainly, in other words, we can say that the parasympathetic system helps in rest and digest actions, right? Then lastly we will okay, finally we'll see what the flow of information in the nervous system. So how the how the flow of information will occur. Okay, that is, the flow of information mainly occurs, first thing, that is what by the stimulus. So what it is what it is actually, stimulus. So stimulus is nothing but what, any change in the environment, like touching heat or cold, okay, like that is what the stimulus, the first thing. Okay, and the another thing next is the what, the receptors. So what it will do, the receptors, it will detect what, it will detect the stimulus. Okay, for example the skin, okay, that is what a stimulus, it stimulates the receptors, in other words, right? And third one is what, the sensory neurons. Sensory neurons. Okay, so what it will do, it will carry messages to the CNS, that is what, the central nervous system. Okay, it will carry messages to the CNS. Okay, next, fourth one is brain and the spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord. Okay, so what it will do, it will process and decide. Okay, after sensory neurons, it will carry messages to the sensory neuron, CNS. Okay, the brain or the spinal cord, what it will do, it will process and decide, so what to do next. Okay, and fifth one, okay, fifth one, motor neurons. Motor neurons. So what it will do, it will carry message from CNS to the other muscles. Okay, so next thing what happened, it is sixth is the response. Okay, sixth one is the response, that is what, the action of a muscle. Okay, muscles act, that is what we will withdraw our hands, right? So these are all what the main flow of information in the nervous system. So what first thing what happened? So first thing what happens, stimulus, what it will do, it will stimulate the receptors. Okay, any change what we when we touch any type of a heat or the cold things, okay, it is what the stimulus, it will stimulates the receptors. So what the receptors will do, the receptors, it will detect the stimulus, okay, through the skin. And the sensory neurons, next what it will do, it will carry messages to the CNS from the receptors. It will carry messages and it will send to the CNS, that is what the central nervous system. And central nervous system to the brain and the spinal cord, what it will do, it will process and decide, okay. And next what are the motor neurons. The motor neurons, it will carry messages to the from sensory from CNS to the muscles, okay. And finally what happens, the response, what the action of a muscles or muscle act, that what finally we will withdraw our hand, okay. That is what the the response, okay. This is what the flow of information, and this entire path, okay, is called as what the entire path is called as what the reflex arc, okay. That is what the reflex arc, from stimulus to the response, okay. The entire path we can call it as what the stimulus. So this is what all about a simple, that main types of the central nervous system, the nervous system, okay. So summary, we can conclude like this. The nervous system controls and coordinates all our body activities, okay, and it is mainly divided into CNS and the PNS, and PNS further divided into somatic and the autonomic, and autonomic has the sympathetic and parasympathetic parts, and reflex action protects the body from harm or the injury, right. This is what all about simple and easy and also very important topic regarding CNS. For more videos like this, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Igniting Curiosity in Life Science. See you in the next video. Thank you.